Hi, and welcome to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a lotion. Now, this lotion is your basic lotion and is great for beginners. So let's go ahead and get started formulating. To start out with, you're going to want to use a heat-safe glass container, and you're going to want to weigh out water. Now, it's important that this is distilled water and not tap water. Now that you've added your distilled water, you're going to want to add some vegetable glycerin to this container. Once you have added the glycerin, go ahead and zero out your scale. You will need to weigh this container with both ingredients in it and then write down that number. This number will become useful later on as you are creating this lotion. So the next step in creating our lotion is you're going to want to weigh out some butter of choice. I chose to use shea butter just because it's so emollient and so good for the skin. To that same heat-safe container that you added the shea butter, you're now going to want to add your carrier oil of choice. I chose here to use avocado oil. Once you have added your butter and your oil to your heat-safe container, you're going to want to add your emulsifying wax. Here I am showing you my container, which I have added my emulsifying wax. I chose to actually use two different types of emulsifying wax. This helps to bind the water and oil together and also helps to thicken your lotion. Here are my containers. They will need to be heated until completely melted. Before adding to your heat source, cover them with tin foil. To melt the ingredients, you will need to add several inches of water to a pan. Then you're going to add your containers to that pan. Low setting is recommended for this as you do not want to boil the ingredients. I do have a video and I will link it in the description box below. Once the ingredients have completely melted, turn off the heat and remove. Now this is the time where I weigh my larger container of water, and any of that water that has evaporated will need to be replaced. This is where the extra 2 to 3 grams of water comes in handy. Once you have now replaced that water that was lost during the heating process, you're going to take that water and add it to the heat-safe container that has all the rest of the ingredients. At this point, you're going to want to mix that together and let it cool. So after letting your ingredients cool for a couple minutes, go ahead and check the temperature. You can do this one or two ways. Here I am showing you using a heating gun to check the temperature. Another way, if you don't have a heating gun, is just to make sure that the ingredients aren't too hot or too cool before you add your next ingredient. This is a very important step. Now, once your ingredients have cooled down to room temperature, or if you're using the heating gun below 122 degrees Fahrenheit, it's time to add your preservative. The preservative that I chose to use is Liquid Dermal Plus. I chose to use this because it's great for beginners, it's easy to use, and you can get it just about anywhere. The reason we use preservatives is to keep all the nasty bacteria, fungus, mold, whatnot from growing in your product. Now that you have added your preservative, you can also go ahead and add any essential oils or fragrance oils that you would like to use. You do not have to add any fragrance if you choose not to. Once that is done, go ahead and give your lotion a good mix. Do this for several minutes. Then you're going to want to set it aside and cover it. You will need to let this sit for at least 12 to 24 hours as it thickens up and becomes a great consistency. So here you can see me putting the lotion on my hand and rubbing it in. I love the consistency. It absorbs really quickly. I like the finished product, and I hope you do too. So here is the lotion that I have put in my glass container. Lovely lotion, so fun to make, and really great for beginners. So thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more DIY formulas, don't forget to like and subscribe.